Welcome to the Flow Map On Demand series. Session 13. Return to Joy. Joy is not something you find. It is something you stop blocking. Somewhere under everything you have been carrying, there is a current of aliveness. It does not require everything to be resolved to be accessed. It does not require you to be in the best period of your life. It is available in the midst of difficulty, alongside grief, in the presence of things that are not yet okay. Joy, as we use the word here, is not happiness. Happiness as an emotion is often in response to circumstance. Joy is a quality of engagement. The aliveness that arises when you are genuinely, fully present with your own experience. When you find gratitude in the small and simple gifts that being alive offers. Life will always present the hard work, and you have turned toward difficult things simply to be here still. Stayed with uncomfortable feelings, breathed through moments of resistance many times. That work is never easy, but it always creates space. And when we create that space, even just for a moment, something is always underneath that becomes a little more accessible, that begins to energize. Right now, in the midst of everything else, we move toward it. Today's breathing will be a Kapalabhati pranayama, the skull shining breath. A reminder, if you're pregnant or have cardiovascular concerns, to use the coherence breath of 5 in and 5 out through the nose. If you can, sit upright. This technique is activation. It brings energy up and out. It fires the pitta, our body and mind transformation. It increases blood oxygen and produces a mild euphoria through the rise in carbon dioxide tolerance. It will make you feel more alive, which is exactly the point. Sharp exhales through the nose, passive inhales roughly 1 second apart. We will begin with 2 rounds of 20 to 30 exhales, whatever is more comfortable for you, followed by several deep breaths at the end of each round. Beginning our first exhale in 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. sharp exhales, roughly 1 second apart, ensuring the exhale is full, feeling it in the abdomen. 20 to 30 exhales per round. Moving to your second round when you're ready. Out through the nose. Perhaps beginning your second round now. And when you're ready, slowing down for 2 to 3 rounds of a full breath, full inhale, and a long drawn out exhale. Notice the energy that the breath has created. It is already in you. Kapalabhati does not produce something that was not already there. It clears what was blocking access to it. Let that energy drop into the body rather than spinning in the mind, in the head. Feel it in your hands, in your feet, the quality of aliveness in the skin. This is physical. This is real. This is your energy. Now one full grounding breath all the way in, holding at the top if you can, before letting it all out. Letting your exhale ground and root you into your body. Anchor 1. What blocks joy? Joy is never anything we need to create. It is a state we simply arrive at by removing certain barriers to truly finding it within ourselves and truly feeling it. It is blocked by the belief that it is premature, not yet earned, that there are still too many things wrong to be allowed to experience its aliveness. This is often a guarded response that decided that being visibly joyful in an environment that was not safe or stable was a risk, by the critical voice that believes joy is only a reward that comes after all the work is done. And since the work is never really done, what we deny ourselves in terms of joy, of feeling pleasure in anything really, has a cost we often fail to see until the regret of not living more fully, feeling life more fully, becomes unbearable. It is blocked by the thick, accumulated heaviness, the unprocessed emotion, the chronic tension, the exhaustion that has not been replenished. As that heaviness shifts, with each energizing breath of intention, with engagement of our body, with a simple practice of feeling again, the aliveness beneath any heaviness becomes more available. Today's Kapalabhati is doing exactly this. Not adding joy, only removing some of the stagnancy of the obstruction. The current is always there. It only needs an intentional breath before it can be recharged. We will begin 2 more rounds now of Kapalabhati, 20 short exhales for each round, 30 if you're comfortable. Beginning now. Let each one clear a little more of any heaviness, some past, some anger or frustration, perhaps regret, accepting its unfairness, bearing its cost no more. An exhale for letting go of what is beyond our control and bringing our energy back to the surface. Perhaps finishing your second round now, and when you're ready, one more full belly inhale up through the chest, holding at the top if you can before a complete drawn out exhale. Finding your natural rhythm after, letting the breath settle, letting any energy be felt. Anchor 2. The body's language of delight. What does joy feel like in your body specifically? Not some definition of joy, the actual physical sensation. For some, maybe warmth in the chest, for others, a lightness in the limbs, a relaxed face, eyes resting, a sense of expansion in the rib cage, maybe an impulse toward movement, possibly around the waist, in the hips, in the neck or the arms. Now bring to mind something that genuinely delights you. Not something that should delight you. Something that actually does. In the absence of any indulgement, others' opinions. Perhaps it's a memory, a person, a place, a creative experience. Perhaps music, or a moment in nature. Some gratitude for something that you felt before, for what it meant to you. Try to let the body remember it, rather than the mind. Notice what happens in the body. Any small shift, however subtle, that is a signal. That is joy saying, I'm here with you. And I am here for you. This is what we can return to, even when life is heavy. Two more final rounds of Kapalabhati. Short exhales beginning now, out through the nose. Roughly 1 second apart. Perhaps beginning your second round now. 20 to 30. And when you're ready, now returning your breath to a coherence breath of 5 in and 5 out, to carry this quality of energy, of gratitude, of any joy to your steady center. Letting joy be something you can sustain with mindful practice. Able to notice whenever more is needed. Breathing in for 5 and out for 5. Breathing through the nose. Anchor 3. Joy as orientation. The most important thing about joy is that it is not a destination. It is a direction of living. How we engage with our life. Never trying to arrive somewhere permanently delightful. Nothing forced will ever bring us there any faster. You are practicing orienting toward aliveness rather than away from it. Choosing, whenever aware of choice, that it is always available. The thing that makes you feel more like yourself rather than less. This orientation accumulates. Over time, it becomes a more strengthened quality of attention, a way of moving through ordinary days that notices more and more of what is beautiful and alive and worth being present for. Not in spite of the difficulty, but alongside it, to help in holding it. The Japanese call this mono no aware, the poignant appreciation of the aliveness of things precisely because they pass. Joy and grief, not as opposites, both as expressions of a heart that is genuinely engaged with what is alive. We are always engaged, if not with joy or peace and presence, with grief, mild or heavy, but always engaged with something. To choose how to engage in every breath, in every season, that is joy in its most foundational expression. The willingness to be here for your own life, for all of it. Finding your energy, living from your steady center, perhaps a little more often than absorbing the weight of the world. Few final cycles of 5 in and 5 out, making the breath deep on your inhale and full on your exhale. Alive, steady, returning, present. Let today feel lighter. Not because difficult things aren't real, but because so is this moment. So is aliveness. You, here, curious, still breathing, still learning, still reaching. Finding always what is most true for you. It is joy. It is your vitality. Go meet the day with it. Thank you for having me guide you today. May we meet again.